Hello, hello. All right, sorry for the delay, you guys. I was like in the middle of a message from my higher self about these lovely energies going on. So I was taking notes. It was like flowing through me super fast and I didn't want to miss anything. So I had to make sure I got it all down before I connected with you guys and make sure I'm giving you all of the good stuff. So welcome to the live reading here on my page at Readings by Rissa. I'm super excited to connect with you guys as always. I cannot wait to get into this reading. We've got a ton of things to go over. I'm gonna turn this music down a little because it's kind of loud. But I am so excited, and today is super important because it's not only the full moon, but we have also just gone through kind of a portal with the fall equinox opening up, first day of autumn, first day of fall, so feels super, super good. We're also in Libra season, so shout out to all the Libras. And we're shifting as well. So we're shifting from in between two signs right now with our full moon. So we've got a lot of stuff to go over. I'm gonna give you guys just a couple more minutes to get comfy. I'm gonna lead us through a 3-breath meditation so we can all feel each other's vibe and get into it and get relaxed and ready for this reading. That way we can integrate all the messages fully. I really, really enjoy doing a 3-breath meditation before any kind of reading for myself or for others. So this is a good thing to incorporate as well for you guys. It just allows us to really center ourselves before we receive messages from Spirit so that when we actually come out of it, we really integrate everything and we remember everything and we process it quicker. So let's go ahead and do that. So get comfy, guys. Let me bring my table a little bit closer so you guys can see it. All right, and so let's go ahead and close our eyes real quick. And together, let's inhale. Exhale, relax. Inhale together. Exhale, relax. Next inhale, biggest one yet, opening up to all the spirit messages for the full moon today and this fall equinox. And a big exhale to relax. All right, let's open our eyes. All right, so I want to get into it. I'm ready if you guys are. So let's go ahead and start. So we are starting with a full moon. I'm going to go over the signs we're jumping back and forth from. So we're actually leaving Pisces. We shifted out of Pisces during the day and for some of us at night, last night, and moved into Aries. So we are now in an Aries full moon. We almost had a double full moon, which would have been really crazy because we had a Pisces moon last month. Full moon, so really, really cool. But we're moving into Aries. We're into that fire energy, and we're going from Pisces, which is very emotional, very watery, very fluid, and we're going into this fire, this strength, this trailblazing energy, this call to action, this really, really kind of saucy energy. That's like the best way I can put it. It's all sorts of sauce. It's like passion, it's frustration, it's anger, it's just action in general. And we're feeling really weird in this moment because we're in between worlds right now with this portal that we've been in, really kind of clearing a lot of the old and moving in fully to 5D. So we're clearing 3D, we're clearing old belief systems and patterns that were just not serving us, that are really ego-based, and we're clearing that. And then we're also moving into our new selves, our 5D version, our more lovingly unconditional and compassionate version of ourselves, free of that ego and control. And we're also in this full moon energy of fire. And so it's kind of creating a lot of anxiety for people. I know this morning I was a total mess. I like had this crazy anxiety attack. I actually woke up really great. I was feeling amazing. I like meditated like I always do. I was feeling super grateful. I was like in my zone. And then like all of a sudden, I just had this wave of energy of like everything I had to do today and like everything I had to do in my life, really, of like all of the things I want to accomplish and like all my passions and all my goals. And it was just like, oh, there's so much to do. And it kind of freaked me out. And I was like, wait, hold on, what's going on? Why am I feeling this way? So I took some time. I breathed, you know, I kind of meditated a little bit. I did some yoga and I felt better. I cried, right? Like I released the fire, because it was really what it was. It was fire. It was like this wave of fire to like act on a ton of things. And then it was this like emotional energy as well of like being overwhelmed with that, because the Pisces was leaving. So it was like water and emotions was like kind of pulling away, and now it was just like fire was taking over. So it's kind of taking a little bit of that emotion with it. And so it's like this fire building, this energy of emotion and water, and then this big release of like crying and kind of losing my crap for a second, like losing my shit. And now I'm better. And I was able to get some wisdom from it. And it was funny because I felt very untouched by the shift in the season this weekend, and in the moon in general. I'm usually feeling it really strongly, but I wasn't really feeling it all weekend. And I kind of was gloating about it yesterday to myself, like, oh, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not really touched by any of this shift right now. And no, it was like, universe was like, haha, joke's on you, Rissa. Here's a big wave of anxiety for you this morning to feel what that energy is really like. And so now I'm able to discuss it and relate with it, and to explain it to you guys, and to tell you how that actually is in the stars and why that's happening, which is because of this Aries influence. So like I talked about, we're moving from the 3D into the 5D. So with that, we're letting go of a lot of ego. We're letting go of a lot of any kind of sense of control, or a need to be better than, or more than, or more efficient in, or more right or correct or whatever. Even more spiritual than. Sometimes there's a lot of that in the spiritual community of like feeling like this hierarchy. All of that ego stuff is gone, right? We're like not facilitating that anymore. The 5D does not allow that. We are all equal. We are all one. My consciousness is your consciousness. I'm just a mirror of you guys. I'm just here to give you this message from spirit, through me, which is actually through you, because you gravitated to this message, and it's your higher self saying, hey, listen to this person speak something about what you want to hear and what you need to hear, that your higher self has been wanting you to hear. So we're all working together. We're all one. And so any ego is really being pulled out of us right now, and it's surfacing. It can't be released unless it surfaces. So we're noticing those ugly parts of ourselves that feel like we want to be jealous or angry or irritated or blame others for things that we know are our fault or our responsibility. So allow yourself to know in these moments when we're having these angers or frustrations or anxieties, even like I described before, remind yourself that this is absolutely what's necessary to release all of that. And so even though it might make you feel like crap, or you might feel really guilty or feeling shameful, or any kind of blame for those feelings, or feeling down because you're feeling it, know that it's okay. Feel it, be aware of how it's not what you want to feel, and simply let it go. And by letting go, I mean you can literally tell yourself, okay, I noticed this behavior, I noticed this thought process, and it's incorrect. It's not in tune with my vibration. So I'm not going to entertain this, and I'm choosing at this moment to not entertain that, and I'm letting it go from this point on. And anytime it comes up again, I know that it is not in my vibration, and I'm breathing and I'm letting it go. And it's no longer something that I'm entertaining. Just like you don't entertain somebody talking crap to you. You don't entertain a thought that's talking crap to you, or talking crap about your path to you, or keeping you away from your vibration. So that's how we have to act towards it. It's that easy. But it is more complicated than that, which is why I'm doing a workshop on that. So I'm doing a virtual workshop, a private virtual workshop, I should say, not personal all the way, but it's a private virtual workshop for you guys on letting go. We're going to be cutting energetic cords. We're going to be realizing and recognizing the triggers that pull us back into old beliefs and old patterns. We're going to be learning about what we need to do to get more comfortable with the unknown, and more comfortable with how to communicate our new path, and how to recognize it, and how to move forth in that. And then we're also going to do a lot of journaling practices and things like that, so that we can really integrate that letting go and fully process the things that we had in the past, so that we can fully let them go and move forward. Because that's what this whole full moon is about. It's letting go of the ego once we notice it. We're also in this a lot of void space, so we're dealing with a lot of creative energies. A lot of us are getting super inspired with the fire energy of Aries to move forward in new ideas and new inspirations that we've had for a long time, and really start putting the action behind them. So that's going to be really fun and exciting for us. It also can cause some stress and anxiety for those of us who tend to overthink or over strategize. So if you're doing that, make sure you pull back on your left brain, pull back on that urge to make everything logical and strategic, and start just letting your creative energy take the wheel and steer you in the areas that are most inspiring to you to work on first, and then let everything else kind of fall into place as necessary. Don't drive with your left brain if you're one of those overthinkers. Drive with that right creative brain of inspiration and inner child, and what feels fun about this project right now. Let's work on that. We're also creating through visualization because of that. So let's make sure to, when we're meditating in our daily practice, think and envision with all of your sensory experience through your third eye, what it will feel like for you to accomplish the goals that you have, for you to actually be in that room with, or that office with the view that you've always wanted, doing that job that you've always envisioned yourself doing at the top of your career. You know, envision that stage that you want to be on, or that art show that you want to throw, that you have all of the people that you've ever been inspired by come and see your work and be inspired by you. Envision what it feels like to have those experiences, to have conversations with people that you've admired for years, or to gain knowledge that you've been trying to gain, or to have a spiritual experience that you've been trying to acquire for a long time. You know, astral projection and lucid dreaming, if that's something you've been working towards. Envision yourself and really use your visualization, your third eye, on really seeing yourself do it. What would it feel like to be out of my body, to move out of my consciousness but still be rooted in my body, and be able to travel to Egypt and see the pyramids, or be able to go to the Stonehenge and actually feel the air and how crisp it is and the vibration of that site, and then come back to my body and have a message from that space. And then you start to realize that you can actually have those experiences, and it's beautiful. So enjoy that. Enjoy your ability to create with this fiery energy. A little bit more, and then I'm going to get into the signs, guys, just so you know. Last thing I want to say is for the actual numerology of this day, we're 9/24/18. 1/8 is 9, but 2018 is 11. So I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about both. But 9/24, 1/8, which is 9, actually goes to 969, and 969 for spirit number is really being amplified in the energy that you are creating right now. So anything that we're putting forth is coming back to us ×2. We're also feeling a very intense shift with the energy, so we're feeling super sensitive, and then we're also feeling a strong focus on our life purpose, and we're really encouraged to live our truth fearlessly and completely 100% without resistance. So that's kind of where the numerology stands. We're also, from a astrology standpoint, we are getting Venus and Saturn are opposites of each other right now. So we're actually feeling a ton of family and relationship and love energy, feeling very interesting. It's almost like it shifts from a really sweet nurturing energy to that like masculine, tough love, tough lesson energy with Saturn. So we're usually learning a lot of tough love energies or lessons right now in this energy, and we actually are going to be in this energy until December. So if you're in a relationship, or if you're not, know that your love energy, your family life energy, and your home energy, where you're like, what really makes you feel completely home and stable, is really in this tough love energy. So any lessons that you haven't learned that you still need to clear are going to kind of be pushed back at you from a tough love standpoint of really putting it in your face until you don't ignore it anymore. So if you notice something getting really out of whack or turning really turbulent all of a sudden in your family, your home, or your love life, pay attention to what that's telling you and notice if it has something to do with something you've been trying to learn or something you should have already known better by now from the past, because you've got to shift that timeline so that you don't have to deal with such a chaotic energy, because it's just going to keep being put in your face until you do something different. All right. So in between worlds, like I said, we're going from 3D to 5D. We're releasing ego. We're also in a calm amongst the storm. So we're feeling like we have 1 foot in the 3D and 1 foot in the 5D. If you want to learn more about that, I have an IGTV video that I posted today about Manifestation Monday. It's literally talking about how we're having 1 foot in the door and 1 foot in the 5D. And we're feeling kind of like that break and that grief from our ego, and we're stepping into that unconditional love. Make sure you really enjoy letting go in this, because we're really letting go, and we have to start learning about this letting go feeling, because if we don't start really appreciating and understanding that letting go is going to be a part of our process for a while, we're not going to feel the benefits of it, and we're going to just kind of think it's like like we're being disciplined in some way or we're being punished, but we're actually being taught a lot of lessons, and we're being forced to let go of things that are holding us back. So as soon as we let go, literally almost immediately, we get a ton of new inspirations, new ideas that catapult us into another level, way past what we would have been or where we would have been if we hadn't have let go. So know that when you let go, you're going to be catapulted into a completely new and fun experience. All right, let's get into the signs, guys. All right, so I'm going to start with the fire signs. We're going to do Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. So I channeled all these messages right before this reading because I hadn't had time to really get into it, and I don't like to listen to anybody else's readings on like YouTube or anything else before. I like to only go for like maybe some of the trines or look at like what's going on in the stars, but I try not to be super affected by any other reading. And today was like even more of that, because I literally just like kind of did a quick meditation, and then like spirit came through and like had me write all this down, and I like really didn't read it, so it might sound weird, but anyway, so Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, it says in your element, responding to spontaneous pretty well. So right now you're in your element, you're responding to the spontaneous actions and the spontaneous change pretty well. Unavoidable confrontation with things are not serving you. So you're actually, anything that's not serving you is completely unavoidable. You're being confronted with all of it. You're having to face every little thing in your life that is not flowing with you and not working towards your path. So if you're feeling like you're getting these jabs in different areas in your life that aren't feeling good, notice what they're saying to you. What are these confrontations really showing you about things that aren't serving you? Is it a relationship or a friendship that you've had that you know, every time I talk to this person, never really felt that great, and then somehow I just keep entertaining it, but I don't do anything about it. Then you just keep getting jabs from this person, not feeling great until you do something. So if it's out of whack, you got to let it go. So that's really where you're at, but you are in your element with it. You're able to trailblaze through it. You're able to clear it. You're able to burn it away really easy. So all of you Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius, you've got that under control. You just have to continue doing that and know that you're working from your heart space, and don't overthink much. If you start to overthink, you start burning bridges. So make sure you want to go into your heart and really be sure about where you need to burn a bridge, or where you need to let go of a cord, really, not burn a bridge, but where you need to let go of something and not really entertain it. You're also really happy in new adventures right now, and you're ready to go, go, go. So you have a ton of action energy. You're really in your element there, and you're really starting to combine all of those energies of ambition and drive and motivation into a full path and a very clear path. So continue to allow that momentum to activate, and keep interacting with people that are giving you that kind of energy back, that are really continually fueling what you want to do and are really helping you build the things that you're trying to build. All right, so my water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, all you guys are having the emotions running super thick for you right now. You've got some anxiety going on that's related to the fear of letting go. So if you're a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, a lot of the energies from that emotional Pisces energy is kind of sticking with you from last time. And so we're kind of feeling that fire and that water combat, and we're feeling kind of that energy, which kind of creates this anxiety because it's kind of this depressive, emotional, or deep energy. And then it's also this fiery frustration, action energy, but we don't know where to go with it. And so it can feel really, really chaotic. So the best thing to do is realizing that whatever is left behind that no longer serves us is something that's necessary to give you the tough skin that you need for the changes that are coming. We have a lot of unexpected changes going on right now, and we have some more to come until December. So expect the unexpected and really don't fear the unknown, because really being afraid of letting go of things that show up that are really not vibing with you, or being afraid of moving into things that are vibing with you that you've never experienced before, can really limit our perspective and can cause us to stay in this weird anxious energy and not really feel completely clear. So if you're a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, just allow yourself to surrender to the fun and adventure of spontaneous encounters, and really allow yourself to fully embrace new and let go of old. That's the biggest thing. And try to be as calm as you can. Meditate and do a lot of breath work to help you release emotions. Get some Reiki, do some fire breath exercises to help you release pockets of energy that have been stored away as well, because that's going to help you transition through this really easily. All right, for my earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorns, you've got the earth and fire. So this is a really interesting channeled message I got, and it was kind of an interesting analogy, so I'm going to read it verbatim. It says, earth and fire with a little water, and you have an all-weather fortress. Clay is versatile and efficient, and it's exactly what you are right now. It says, use change as a guide in molding you into the best tool to navigate you on your path. So again, I'll read it. Earth and fire with a little water, and you have all-weather fortress. Clay is versatile and efficient, which is what you are right now. Use change as a guide in molding you into the best tool to navigate you on your path. So it's literally talking to you about the structure that's created when we're mixing this Pisces energy with this fire energy and the earth energy. We're literally creating like a clay pot or a clay home or a clay tool to use for whatever we need it, and we are actually the vessel and the tool for our manifestation right now. So that's a beautiful energy to have, and something completely like structured and fundamental and strong. So use that energy, earth signs, and allow yourself to be that. You're also a lot of strength and structure for those who are feeling a little bit more vulnerable to the shifts right now. So if you have friends that are going through more emotional energies like the Pisces, Cancers, or Scorpios, or even some of the other ones I'm going to talk about, the air signs, Geminis, Aquarius, and Libras, they're also feeling a little bit of this chaos. And so allow yourself to be a nice structure and a nice shoulder and a nice foundation for those people and support, because we need you earth signs for that right now. And really allow yourself to also let go of anything that's keeping you from feeling that stability, feeling that strength and harmony between the elements, and feeling like the structure and the strong person you are. Anything that's keeping you from feeling strong and empowered right now should be a sign to you to let go of. All right, and then last one, my air signs. Shout out to the Geminis. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and happy birthday Libras, by the way. So right now you're riding some tough winds at the moment, but you're also floating in clouds at other moments. It's giving you kind of a chaotic emotion, but the adaptability that you have is what is pulling you through. So with kind of that chaotic energy, your wind, right? Your air. So you're literally feeling kind of this fire where your fire energy is being amplified by the wind. It's being like spread everywhere, rapid wildfire, right? But then you also have this water energy from the Pisces still lingering. So with that rapid fire of energy, you're getting an emotional rush. You're getting that like emotional, deep energies. And so like literally I'm a Gemini, so it kind of explains perfectly what I started with that anxiety attack. It was like I was just so overwhelmed, but I was also excited by all the ideas and things that I had going on. But then I'm also like super like heavy and like scared and worried about certain things, because it's like, what if I don't do everything I'm supposed to do? Or what if this consumes me, this crazy energy, this chaotic energy, or my emotions, what if my emotions drown me? Or my fire ambition burns me up, you know? So just know that you're feeling that. You're dualistic. If you're Geminis, you're dualistic. So both of your sides are kind of ripping apart and trying to learn how to work with each other, and then ripping apart, clearing parts of themselves, and then working with each other. Libras, you're balancing the people that are Geminis like that, and you're balancing yourself. So you're kind of feeling one and then the other, and then one and then the other. And so you're kind of balancing there. And then Aquarius is, you're all watery. So you're really like, you're moving your emotions throughout yourself, and you're flowing that, and you're probably processing a lot of the change through emotions. So know that if you're having a lot of mood swings, Aquarius is specifically, that's why. You're just processing your emotions through the shift, and it's totally normal. Just ride the wave a little bit. I will say also with the fall equinox, we are experiencing a ton of harvest. So everything that you have really put forth, all of the energy you've really put forth in, the goals that you've really tried to have accomplished soon, you're really starting to see some growth in those areas. It also can be making you want to act on them, but you don't really know how, because you have that in-between worlds feeling. It usually translates in kind of a neutrality or a lack of ambition, or just a confusion on which way to go. So when you're in that mode, make sure you just allow yourself to find clarity in meditation and centering yourself, and don't act until you're completely sure that it's from spirit, that it's inspiring to you to act. Don't act only on your logic or on your strategy, because it's not really about that right now. We are letting complete control go. We are not really able to try to control anything going on in our path right now. The universe, higher self, your higher power, it already knows your heart. You've been putting all of the energy towards what you desire for so long, and it's finally got this beautiful, perfect picture of everything that you want in its grasp. And now all you have to do is trust that everything that you've put out to make that picture happen is complete, and you just have to be there. You just have to show up, and then you are living that picture. You are going to find your way to embody that picture of perfect that you have in your vortex, with the letting go of control and surrendering to the energy that is in complete control of that big picture path. So we have to do that. We have to just let go. So that's pretty much everything. I will say too, let go my ego is a big thing. So it's kind of like let go my ego, but it's let go my ego. Seriously, it's a huge mantra, because I have been feeling it all the time lately. I'm like, every little thought I'm having, I'm like, oh my gosh, that was like ego. Why am I even thinking that? Or why am I even like entertaining that idea? Or why am I trying to control this so much? So really let go of your ego. Enjoy the next few weeks. We are really in this portal of 3D to 5D until the end of the year. So know that we're going to be feeling a lot of our heavy emotions. Then we're also going to feel like we're in a cloud and we're feeling super good and in tune. And then we're going to feel a little bit down and not so great. And we're going to kind of go back and forth within the next 3 months here. So just know that that's part of it. And we're going to be a support for each other with these readings and with everything that we're doing together and communicating. That's what we're here for. I'm going to pull a couple cards for you, and then we'll call it a day, okay? All right, guys, so I'm going to pull our angel deck, because it's super quick and easy, and it just gives us a nice outlook. Whoa. That one would have been it, but I think they were messed up. So I'm just going to ask the cards, okay, what is it that we need to know? Whoa. They're speaking to us already. What is it that we need to know to end this reading? What is it, higher self, our collective higher self, our mass consciousness? What is it that we need to know and focus on to get us through this next week, really? Oh. There's one coming out from the bottom. I'm going to take these two. Oh, 3. Surprise, surprise. They like to trick us. Okay, first one is listening. All right, so we need to listen. We need to really focus on our inner center, on our meditation, on our connection with our guides. We need to allow ourselves to completely listen to our higher self, to our spirit guides. There's an angel there whispering to us, encouraging us to really move into that vibration of trusting our intuition and trusting the messages we're getting from within. If we're having a hard time hearing our angels or hearing our higher self, it's important for us to try to seek the clarity that we need, whether it be through a Reiki session so we can get our vibration completely balanced so that we can really find the clarity and hear that fully so we know we're all in tune to hear it, or whether we get a reading from someone so that we can make sure we're hearing it when we need to. Or just practicing our meditation. Remember, you guys can do it too. You guys can hear your messages. You don't really need me. You don't need a Reiki master. You can learn how to do that stuff yourself, and that's what I like to teach people. I like to encourage you guys to do it yourself, but I'm also here for the quick fixes if you're really in that down space and you just don't know how to get out of the vibration you're in and you need that quick fix guidance to get you into that next level so you can tune into yourself. That's what I'm here for, so let me know. But listen to your guides, listen to the messages, listen to the synchronicities that you're seeing within your life, and pay attention to those signs. Next card is harmony. I put these down here, by the way. So, okay, so next one's harmony. So finding your balance. So this is all about what we talked about, going from 3D to 5D, 3D to 5D, going from ego to unconditional love and surrender, going from fear to fearlessness. We're balancing right now. So we're going to have a lot of those back and forths. We're going to find those times where we're not really sure what we're doing or where we're supposed to go or how we're supposed to find balance. But what it's all about right now is allowing ourselves to find that balance through experience and through finding our center anytime we don't feel like we're in tune. So find that harmony and know that we are absolutely so close to finding that complete recalibration and reset that we've been yearning for, but we're still letting go of a lot. So once we let go of everything we need to, then we'll be like out of that weird rockiness. But until then, harmony, and listen so that you can find it. All right, last card, guys, to set you on your way for this full moon reading is retreat. All right, so this is all about really getting into a place where you can find your own solidarity, where you can find your own peace, where you can find your own just vibration, your own home frequency. And a good segue into that is I have a meditation video that I'm going to be posting. I know I've been promising it to you for a week or so, but I promise you it is going to be posted this week. It is almost done, and it's all about finding your home vibration and how to meditate into the zone so that you can receive the messages from your spirit. So finding a retreat within yourself, and also finding a time where you can go out into nature or go have a nice relaxing vacation by yourself, or just find time alone, 10 minutes. You can do so much with 10 minutes alone. You can get into your vibration. You can feel the harmony of your spirit. You can let some shit go that you haven't been able to let go. Tons of stuff. So that's the main message right now, guys. So retreat, harmony, listen to your guides. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to be doing a recap on all of this information tomorrow on Indigo Goddess's new page for the time being, her temporary new page until the next one comes back up. Tomorrow it's at Spiritual Goddess, so you can find it. It's got the same picture as Indigo Goddess's page, so you'll be able to see it pretty easy. I think it's spiritual_goddess. But don't quote me on that, just search it. But we'll be doing a recap of all of this information together. We'll be talking about how all this energy has been reflecting to us. So please drop some comments, send me some messages, let me know of anything that I haven't covered that you want me to talk about so I can talk about it tomorrow as well. Anything that you guys need, I am here for. I love you. I am still offering personal readings and energy work if you need it. So hit me up and share this with a friend. I'll see you soon. Bye. I love you guys.